On 19 December 1945, Dr. Homi Jehangir Bhabha created Tata Institute of Fundamental Research (TIFR). This was the first step in India's indigenous efforts in nuclear science and technology. At that time, Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru declared, "We must develop this atomic energy quite apart from the war. Indeed, I think we must develop it for purpose of using it for peaceful purposes. Of course, if we are compelled as a nation to use it for other purposes, possibly no pious sentiments of any of us will stop the nation from using it that way." In 1955, construction began on India's first reactor, the 1 megawatt APSARA research reactor with British assistance. In September 1955, after more than a year of negotiation, Canada agreed to supply India with a powerful research reactor, the 40 megawatt Canada-India reactor CIR. Under the Eisenhower administration's Atoms for Peace program, the US agreed to supply 21 tons of heavy water for this reactor in February 1956, and the reactor was dubbed the Canada-India Reactor US or CIRUS. In 1960, in a meeting with Nehru and Bhabha, Nehru turned to Bhabha and asked, "Can you develop an atomic bomb?" Bhabha's answer was a yes. Dr. Bhabha then turned his attention to acquiring information about nuclear weapons and initiating preliminary studies of weapon physics. On 27th May 1964, Nehru died. He was succeeded by Lal Bahadur Shastri, who took office on 2nd June. The much anticipated Chinese nuclear test finally came on 16th October 1964. In April 1965, Shastri gave Bhabha formal approval to move ahead with nuclear explosive development. On 11th of January 1966, just hours after PM Shastri had signed the Tashkent Declaration formalizing the end of hostilities in the war with Pakistan, PM Shastri died of a heart attack. Just 2 weeks later, on January 24th, Indira Gandhi was sworn in as Prime Minister of India. On the same day, Dr. Homi Bhabha was killed while on a trip to Europe when the plane in which he was flying collided with Mount Blanc. On 7 September 1972, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi gave verbal authorization to the scientists of BARC to manufacture the nuclear device they had designed and prepare it for a test. Finally, the first Indian nuclear test took place, codenamed Smiling Buddha, in Pokhran, Thar Desert, Rajasthan, on the 18th of May 1974 at 8:05 am. The crater produced has been reported to have a radius of 47 meters with a crater depth of 10 meters. Operation Shakti. India becomes a nuclear power. On Thursday, 14th of May 1998, Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee declared to the whole world, "India is now a nuclear weapons state. We have the capacity for a big bomb now. Ours will never be weapons of aggression." 5 nuclear bombs, Shakti 1, Shakti 2, Shakti 3, Shakti 4 and Shakti 5 were tested successfully. Dr. Abdul Kalam played a crucial role in the making of these nuclear bombs. In December 2006, finally, George Bush signs the US-India nuclear bill. President George W. Bush signs into law a historic agreement allowing the United States to export civilian nuclear fuel to India. After 30 years outside the system, India will now operate its civilian nuclear energy program under internationally accepted guidelines, and the world is going to be safer as a result. The Indian motives behind this deal are to get closer with the greatest power in the world, acquisition of latest nuclear technology, possible addition of Indian companies in the nuclear outsourcing in manufacture and research. India has 14 reactors in commercial operation currently and 9 under construction. By 2050, nuclear power is expected to provide 25% of the country's electricity. Radioactive waste. The biggest point of concern for India is now to dispose of the radioactive waste generated from its nuclear plants. There are 3 types of waste, namely low-level waste, intermediate-level waste, high-level waste. A single nuclear reactor produces 25 to 30 tons of high-level waste per year as an average, so it will be a huge task to dispose of this waste. High-level waste can be either stored in sealed drums in watersheds or dumped into the sea or sent to the moon. Only the first option seems viable to India at the moment. But is India ready for a nuclear tragedy if it strikes, like the terrorist threats? India has a long list of terrorist attacks, so they can use our technology against us by detonating radioactive material with conventional explosives called the dirty bomb, or attacks on the nuclear infrastructure in India, destroying its reactors and spreading radioactivity, or a nuclear war with Pakistan. There is a theory that suggests that Pakistan has at least one nuclear missile targeted to Delhi and will fire it if anyone attacks Pakistan, even if it is not India.
Let it go! Let it go! Let it go!
There's an estimate of nuclear warheads in the world. United States has more than 9,000. Russia has more than 16,000. United Kingdom has less than 200. France has 350. China 130. India 40 to 50. Pakistan almost 52. North Korea almost 10. And Israel less than 400. This could lead to a nuclear World War III. This could be the face of the nuclear World War III. APSARA Research Reactor. APSARA is the oldest of India's research reactors. APSARA first went critical on 4th of August 1956. It is situated in TROMBAY, Mumbai. Imagine if today this reactor burst out, then what will happen? Mumbai will be dead. So the question still remains, are nuclear programs safe for humanity? Question mark.